So we're gonna watch one more video here while I'm flying. This video was sent to me earlier today. It's rogues and bots are gonna get rich. So I have no idea what this is about. I don't know if it's obviously a new farm that rogues can do. I don't know if this is like the Hellfire Peninsula instances because they've been doing that forever. If you look at the number of rogues that are in it's like ramparts or something like that. Like it's infiltrated with rogues. At least on Fairlina, I think it still is. So I don't know what this is, but this looks like it's actually in Wrath, just based on where he is. And you guys have seen my videos and my commentary before in the past about bots. I almost like burst a blood vessel because I get so angry about the whole bot situation with Blizzard, and they don't do jack about it. Like it's literally their biggest issue in the game, and they never do anything about it. In fact, everything that they do enables bots to actually do even more. Like if you look at like retail and what they're doing with retail, with allowing you to have their work permits or whatever, that you're able to actually like put in a work permit or whatever they're called, and someone can come by and just make it. You think that bots aren't just going to infiltrate the hell out of that and just kind of take over? You're going to stand like wherever you do this, whether it's at the auction house or whatever, like people put on their work orders. You're going to have like hundreds of bots sitting there just filling out work order after work order for like 2 copper profit. Like nobody's talking about this, and it's going to be absolutely infiltrated. Anyways, this video is by Scottejay. We've watched several of his videos before. If you're watching my video here on stream, or whether you're watching this on YouTube, please go and subscribe to this guy's channel. This guy's coming out with some kick-ass content. Like and subscribe to his channel. Like his videos, and watch them. He's actually coming out with some really good content. There were some stuff in TBC that I didn't necessarily agree with, but he's coming out with a lot of really good Wrath stuff. So definitely go. The links will all be down below and stuff like that as usual. So it's a short video. Let's see what rogues and bots are going to get rich from, because I might actually do the same thing. Pickpocketing, yeah. Obviously, if rogues are involved, it's pickpocketing. Maybe I get a level of rogue. Maybe that's the class I need to level, is actually a rogue. Let's see what this is all about.
Rogues get it so easy. And when I say easy, when it comes to farming, they've got so many unique ways of doing it. You know, I'm a big advocate for stealth.
Like always, chat, if you want to say anything during the video, go right ahead. I'll pause the video, give my thoughts on some things.
Farming, getting mines, getting herbs, pickpocketing. Well, I've stumbled across something that's mental, and I mean it. It really is mental. Now, you all know when you pickpocket mobs, you've got a chance at getting a lockbox that you can then pick.
I love the dedication this guy's got to American sports teams, with a different hat in literally every single video.
To get picklocking skill, etc., etc. And inside there's normally some junk. So in Wrath of the Lich King, you can get reinforced junk boxes, which you can picklock at 350 skill. Now, there's a few epic weapons that you can get in them, which have got a very low drop chance, don't get me wrong, but there is a chance. So what do you need to do? You need to get loads of them. Loads of lockboxes, not loads of epic weapons. Although loads of epic weapons would be pretty nice.
Would be
but
better.
You can get Kroll Cleaver, which is a one-handed sword, which is meant to be like Kroll Blade. You know, it's got armor pen, attack power, agility, stamina, 2.6 speed. Very nice 200 eye level sword. You got Spine Slicer, which is a throw-in weapon, which is great with hit and attack power. Early on, this weapon will be great. And even going forward for ults, people who are leveling rogues, like, it's a great introductory throw-in weapon for a rogue at level 80. And you got Dusk Blade, which is just a one-handed dagger, 1.8 speed with a chance to get armor pen.
They're all bind when equipped too. Like you can sell all this stuff on the auction house. You're probably getting more than 20 gold.
And again, not great, but not bad. It will still sell. But it's not the weapons really that you're after, but every time you get one, it will be a nice little bonus. You can also get uncut gems. You get a lot of health potions. You can see there with a 12.6% chance roughly, but I would take these numbers with a pinch of salt. But runic healing potions,
Wrath,
which you'll be able to sell all day long or even use yourself, and uncut gems, which you won't.
Alodar, thanks for the gifted sub. I didn't gift it to you, man. Somebody else gifted it to you. Yeah, this is for Wrath of the Lich King. So this guy's, the video is rogues and bots are going to get rich doing this. Like he's basically saying, Blizzard, you need to do something here.
Don't get them very often, but when you do get them, it's going to be great because you know you're instantly going to make a decent amount of gold. If you've got a jewel crafter, you'll cut them yourself. That's why this particular area is going to be plagued with bots. Mark my words, The only good thing is if you're on a PvP server, at least you can kill them all. And because it's in the open world,
How can you kill them all? I play on Farolina, which is like 100% horde. If they're horde bots, I can't do anything about them, actually.
and it's not in an instance, you'll be able to see them, you'll be able to report them, etc.
You thought that botting was solved? Solved? Dude, check this out. For those of you that weren't here, watch this. This is how Blizzard solved their botting problem. Okay, by enabling people to do this. Check this out. If you guys are just like kind of like listening to music or whatever and pay attention to watch this. Check out this change that Blizzard has made. This is how they've fixed the botting issue.
Back into the right corner and grab the additional 2 groups.
So this is the Paladin.
We're going to do something different. We're going to actually jump up onto this ledge.
He jumps up on this ledge so that all the mobs immediately teleport to him, which makes actually farming gold for him easier. What Blizzard did for the changes is actually making this farm easier for this guy.
With the new mechanics that Blizzard implemented to stop us from gold farming, we're actually going to be able to...
I'm telling you guys, everything that Blizzard does to eliminate bots doesn't do anything, and it enables them even more. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it hard. Like, Blizzard brings in systems like the work order system that bots are going to abuse. This teleport stuff, it's not doing anything. Bots are still abusing it. And in fact, you know what it's doing? Is it's allowing bots to charge you more gold for your boosting service, which people are still paying for, so that they can get more gold and sell it on the websites, G2G. Like, it is literally not doing anything. It is really an absurd problem. Like, I've talked about this numerous times before, that Blizzard just does not do anything. You know what they could do to solve the problem with boosting in dungeons? Make it so that all the XP that you get from all the mobs, add those to the quests that you do in the dungeons, so that if you got 12,000 XP from mobs or something like that, or say 50,000 XP, and you did 5 quests, add an extra 10,000 XP that you get for turning the quests in and get no XP for the mobs. Boom, done. Boom, done. It's over. But Blizzard won't do something like that. It's such an easy fix, and yet they won't do that.
To teleport.
And how do bots get most of their gold? By people paying for boosts. But Blizzard won't deal with the problem. Look at this.
To our location.
Look at this. This is absurd.
On the ramp, grab this pack on the left here, and then run back into the right corner and grab the additional 2 groups.
The Paladin.
We're going to do something different. We're going to actually jump up onto this ledge.
He actually takes advantage of the changes that Blizzard made to allow him to farm gold even easier. New mechanics
that Blizzard implemented to stop us from gold farming. We're actually going to be able to teleport all the mobs directly to our location and nuke them down. On this pole, make sure...
Or they can make the XP 0 if there's a level difference of a certain level. Yeah, but you still have level 60s that can run Sunwell or slave pens, right? So like is level 70 is level 70 too high suddenly? Why not just do what I said, and then that way you don't have anybody paying for boosts? I'm not advocating get rid of boosts or not get rid of boosts. I'm saying if they actually wanted to get rid of boosts, they could do it with one simple thing. Get rid of XP and mobs and dungeons and just add it to the quests that you're doing there. Because it stops people from just doing the instance over and over and over and over again. But they won't do that. That would actually fix the problem. And again, I'm not advocating that they need to get rid of boosts, or then they're not. I am advocating they need to get rid of bots. But they won't take that step. And it's
make sure you grab this
pretty clear.
Pack on the left here, and then run back into the right corner and grab the additional 2 groups. And then we're going to do something different. We're going to actually jump up onto this ledge, and with the new mechanics that Blizzard implemented
Thanks for the new mechanics, Blizzard.
We're actually going to be able to teleport all the mobs directly to our location and nuke them down. On this pole, make sure you grab this pack on the left here, and then run back into...
That's the end of it. We're not watching it again. I mean, I'm sure everybody's using this now. It's just, you know... Anyways, let's get back to this video about rogues. I mean, paladins have already figured it out. You see that mages are still boosting in dungeons. It hasn't slowed them down.
Etc. But I've got no doubt in my mind that this place isn't going to have rogues in all the time. Because even selling some of the junk, you know, it's only silver or even copper, but like Rogue's Diary for 45 silver, you get that pretty frequently. You know, it soon adds up. You're going to make really good raw gold just from being in this spot. And this particular spot is the Avalanche in Sholazar Basin. It's plagued with
like
undead that you wouldn't even expect to be able to pickpocket, but there are literally thousands of them, and all of them can be pickpocketed. And by the time you've gone from either west to east or east to west, all of the mobs at the start where you was will be pickpocketable again without needing to be killed. Pickpocketable. That was quite difficult to say. Pickpocketable. So like you can see here, all I'm doing is literally just running around, pickpocketing everything along the way, and you can see the sheer density of mobs there are.
If you even think for a second that you need to level a rogue and do this right now, do not do it, because there will be a billion bots sitting there like literally pickpocketing like crazy. You're probably going to go up there and you're going to see like 100 or 200 rogues sitting there, just going around from one mob to the other, trying to pickpocket them.
There are so many of them. You can literally just pickpocket here for hours and hours and hours on end. And you can see 18, 13, 18, 16, 19, 10 silver. You very quickly mount up just the raw gold. But you're also getting things like runic healing potions, reinforced junk boxes, which are the things that we're really interested in. Just the raw gold, and that is great.
They could also fix that whenever additional groups of mobs in the instance are pulled, they get a % boost in damage. Yeah, but dude, why not just get rid of the XP? They just get rid of the XP. Add it to the quests that you do in the zone. Just get rid of the XP on mobs. Then nobody's going to be paying the gold, the bots. You're not going to be handing over your gold to bots to boost you for them to just resell on G2G. Just get rid of it and add it to the quests, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
But it's the reinforced.
Now, if you're watching this video on YouTube, again, I'm not here to say get rid of boosting or what have you. What I'm saying is, if Blizzard wanted to get rid of boosting or really, really harm the botting services or the companies out there, they would actually do something like that.
Junk boxes that we're interested in.
Do you need to kill a monster after you pick it up? No, apparently not. Doom Miniature. Apparently not. The gold on it just respawns, I guess.
Getting the raw gold and the runic healing potions and stuff like that's great, but we're really trying to get as many of these junk boxes as possible for a chance at getting those epic weapons and those uncut gems. They're the big tickets that we're going to get from doing this farm. Now, even though people are going to be stealth going around doing this, so you're like, well, maybe bots you're not going to be able to see, you're not going to be able to report. If you're trying to pickpocket things and it's constantly saying it's already had its pockets picked or whatever, or it's got nothing to pickpocket, you know they're about. So start looking around, start doing some AoE, get them out of stealth, get them killed. That'd be a fun little hobby on its own. But the actual gold per hour is solid.
You're not going to get rid of the bots because they're on the same bloody faction. Like, if I go there with my Horde character, I'm not going to see Alliance bots there on Faralina because there's no Alliance players to buy the gold from.
Saying this is going to hold up.
So I'm going to be a Horde player, and there's going to be a bunch of Horde bots there.
Against solo in strat or all of these other sort of gold strat.
I think Doom, he just confirmed that if you get to mobs and there's no gold on them or whatever, you know that there's other rogues around. So.
Strategies, but as a rogue, where you're limited on the ability to AoE stuff down, you're getting like a gold every 5 pickpockets. You're probably pickpocketing 5 in, I don't know, 10 seconds because they're that close together. So getting sort of 5 to 6 gold a minute is still pretty good when you aren't even worried about the raw gold. So that's just an added bonus because, as I say, what we're really after here are those junk boxes. And this was around 8 minutes worth of pickpocketing. That's all I've done, 8 minutes. I didn't mess about because I already knew this was going to be great. So I'm currently locking them all. And you can see I got 14 lock boxes in about 8 minutes. So it's a decent amount, you know, in hour and a half, well, less than hour and a half. So getting 14 in 8 minutes, as I say, I've not done it enough to get averages or anything like that. But if you could average 14 every 10 minutes, that's a lot of lock boxes that you're going to open to get poisons, to be able to just vendor if you want to vendor them, raw silver, some of this junk that comes out of it, but a chance at those big epic items or those uncut gems. Another little added bonus about being here is because you're up on like a mountainside. What I noticed when I was running around is there was quite a lot of
Alodar, I do not understand if many people are doing this. Doesn't the economy get a huge hit? Many people doing what? This? If everyone does it, then there is too much of it, so things will cost. Yeah, that's the whole problem. Is people stop buying it, or my logic somewhere else? Sorry, are you talking about with gold purchasing? Like, gold is so cheap. Pickpocket looting and selling in the market. What he's talking about, Doominator, is that this place that he's showing is not where players are going to go and pickpocket. It's where all the bots are going to go. Like, what I'm telling you is, as a rogue, this is probably not a spot you're going to want to go to, because there's probably going to be 50 bots that are sitting there just pickpocketing over and over again. And you know what Blizzard could do to get rid of it? They could just have somebody sitting there watching and finding, seeing which ones are bots and just eliminating their account. But they won't do that. We already know that. And the bot companies are going to know that this is a really good gold farm, whether this guy came up with a video or not. Is there a huge difference between the bot's income and a player? Yeah, the bot's doing it 24 hours a day. How long are you doing it as a player? And not only that, but the person that is running the bots isn't just running one account, they're running like 20, right? They're running like 20, maybe 2 in the same area on like 10 different servers or something like that. And that's just one person. There's probably, a bunch of other players. Like, you will probably go to this area and there will be a ridiculous number of rogues actually sitting there doing it. And the majority of them will probably be bots. Like, it'll be so infested with them that if you play a rogue, this is probably a bad farm for you, because the bot companies will they'll turn their program on and they'll let it run for like 10 days and nothing will happen.
Saronite veins as well. So if you're actually a miner and you're running around doing this, you'll frequently see Saronite ore. So if you're a miner and you're a rogue and you're running around pickpocketing, you'll also get decent amounts of Saronite at the same time. If you're mining and jewel crafting, you're going to be doubling down. You're going to be getting a chance at getting uncut gems that you can then cut.
This guy's like just basically telling, I mean, I'm not saying they wouldn't be doing this anyways, but this is what bots are going to do. They're going to have their rogues immediately just doing this over and over again, and they're all going to have jewel crafting and mining.
From the lockboxes and a chance at getting uncut gems from the Saronite or from prospecting the Saronite.
You call me a senpai?
As a mining jewel crafting rogue, this is actually a beautiful, beautiful farm.
So how much the materials sell for, the ones that the rogues are getting? I mean, it's probably quite a bit. But the idea is that all these bots are going to go in and basically take up the whole farm itself. It's going to be a waste of any players' time, so the players aren't going to do it. And the bots are just going to sit there and run 24/7 and sell the gold on G2G.com, which players will buy. And then they'll just use that for boosting services, because Blizzard actually doesn't want to put a final fix into boosting. So,
and I'm looking forward to actually testing this out a lot more and coming back to you with real amounts of gold per hour. But at the moment, I've just sort of got excited because I found it and been like, wow, this is epic. Will it end up being epic once I actually do the maths and look at the gold per hour and everything, and the averages of how often you're going to get that epic, how often you're going to get those uncut gems? Who knows? But on the face of it, it looks brilliant. So it was just a quick one, rogues. Well, everybody who's got a rogue, you might not need to be a rogue main. It could be your rogue ult that you're going to use for farming. So be sure to like, subscribe, check out the Rested XP link in the description, and roll the outro. There's lots of ways you can support the...
I'm going to tell you what the problem with this right now and why it's going to be bad for players to use this is because it's in the open world. So the difference between other rogue farms, whether it was in the one that was in Blackrock Mountain, like, you're in your own instance in that case, right? So if you're a player, you can go into your own instance and farm all the dwarves, right? Like they were doing in Blackrock. This is out in the open world. So you're going to have all the bots there, and most of the servers out there now are one faction. So it's going to be the same faction that you're playing on, and you're not going to be able to compete against them because there's going to be 50 bots just swarming all over the place. And you're going to hardly get any pickpockets. That's going to be the big problem, and why this is not going to work for players. But bots doesn't matter. You can just turn the program on your computer and go sit there and watch the latest episode of, Game of Thrones or whatever, Star Trek series you're watching or something like that. And you'll probably go there as a player and see the same bots there for weeks on end because Blizzard doesn't actually do anything about it. Anyways, this is just another video. For those of you that have watched my stream before, I rant about bots because it's pretty clear that Blizzard doesn't actually want to solve the problem. They try to put a Band-Aid solution on it, but it's pretty clear to me that Blizzard is not actually wanting to get rid of bots. And for whatever reason, whether that's because, I don't know, maybe they're selling gold on G2G.com or whatever. I have no idea. Like, what could stop them from doing it? I don't want to get into conspiracy theories or anything like that because I think it's just Blizzard being Blizzard and they're just that inept. But would you be surprised if you found out that Blizzard was doing that? They want to put an end to bots and stuff like that. They could very easily do it. Hell, they could make their own accounts on G2G. Imagine this. They could make their own accounts on G2G and just make a massive amount of accounts on every single server, load characters up with gold, and anyone who orders gold off of that service for a character, immediately they ban. But they won't do that. And, you know, they don't want to have, like, they would love to have the WoW token in Classic, but the only reason they didn't was because of the uproar that we would have from players if they ever brought that in. So maybe they were just like, you know what? We're not going to put the token in. What we're going to do instead is we're going to sell gold ourselves on G2G and make money that way. Again, do I think they're doing this? I hope not. I don't think so. I think they're just that inept. But would you be surprised with everything else that's happened with Blizzard? Would anyone in chat actually be surprised if we found out that Blizzard had accounts on these gold selling services and they were actually selling gold and making revenue off of it? I wouldn't be surprised. And what would stop them from doing it? What could stop them? Who could catch them? Nobody could catch it. You wouldn't even know. Like, they could be doing this behind closed doors and none of us would know. Anyways, that's my rant for bots. This, again, this video here by Scottejay, amazing video. The guy's putting out kick-ass content. Again, I'll leave the links down below to the original video and to his channel. Please go to his channel as well and subscribe to his channel. He's putting out some really amazing content. And if you enjoyed my commentary on it, then please like and subscribe to my video as well. I do stream 6 nights a week at 9 p.m. Eastern from Tuesday till Sunday at twitch.tv/Alodar. The link will be down below for that as well. You can come talk to me about anything to do with World of Warcraft, other games, anything nerdy, really. I'm really into Game of Thrones, Star Trek, and Lord of the Rings. Okay, for people in chat that were upset that I didn't mention it in other videos, but Lord of the Rings as well. Feel free to come stop on my channel. Talk to you guys next video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Take care, guys.